Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries, and furs, Trashkin all, good evening and welcome to Trash Tier Gaming. I'm your friendly neighborhood Bobby Raccoon on the spectrum, and host, Raspa Trash Baron. We're getting back into Wild Arms Free, where I had a little bit of a panic attack and a goof. Trashkin, I made it about an hour into fiddling and couldn't find my way because I tried playing under caffeinated in the wrong state of mind, and it turned out badly. So I took that footage, threw it out, and started afresh because it just wasn't entertaining. It wasn't up to standards. The video itself was fine, but I assumed y'all didn't want to see me lost at sea for an hour. But if y'all are wondering, see this man here? This is who you need to talk to. If you catch a ship from the yard and travel to the west, you'll find a town called Rosetta. But it might be better to go by land. Just don't go near the sand dune. I know you boys want an adventure, but you'd better listen to an old man. Yeah, he's right. Those sand dunes are rough as hell. In the meantime, we got a little bit of fiddling to do. And no attacks to my name. Think I need a muse. Well, I haven't had any luck with Vortex. Water damage be handy. Light damage is handy. Thunder damage. I know that's useful against what we're going up against through prior experience. See, cure negative status, cure disability. Ah, okay. I think that's a different set each, which is odd because, you know, there used to be a res spell. Automatically recover one time. Sounds worthwhile. But the other to-do on our list, Trashkin, is to head straight for Adelheid and donate some money. Now, make sure you keep some operating costs in your pocket, but if you got enough that you can cough up big, I'd cough up big, because they need a lot for reconstruction. Yeah, controls like most. Start to talk to folk. Alright, good to know. Whoa. That was snappy. But yeah, we can literally see Adelheid from here. And while you're rolling, you might as well hit the search. Oh, that is lucky. I have had some absolutely rotten encounterweights out here. But there is a boatload for us to search. Oh, right, I don't have the item scope yet. Whoops. Trust me, you're gonna want that. It's a real rough road to row without it. Pretty good tools. Restoration's been easy for me. Except we're running out of funds and resources to continue any further. This used to be a comfortable lodge, but after the attack, this place will not see a single guest for some time. A girl and her dog used to live here. Hopefully they survived the attack. Hey, you appear to be a nomad. Would you like to make a donation? Right now, we have many homeless children in Adelaide. Like me, the mayor's son, Randy. Please, any donation is greatly appreciated. You know, it's an honest pitch at the very least. Oh, hey. Tom. Hey, you're from the Ghost Ship. How have you been? As for me, it's been hell trying to organize everything. But I didn't want to be laughed at. Using the toolkit you gave me, I've kept myself busy restoring a house belonging to a scientist named Emma. While I'm on a roll, I should restore everyone else's house too, but funds and building material are scarce. I received some funds from the castle, but it all went to fixing up the hospital. Anyhow, I need to ask you a favor. You're all wanderers, right? Could you pick up something for me on your travels that might be useful? Well, hell, I find anything useful that isn't an arm, a sword, or a technique, a wand, or a crest graph. I'll think about it. Yeah, let's start with 5,000. Pardon me. Thanks mainly to your contribution, continuous support, we're only 595,000 Gela shy. Again, we appreciate all your help. The city is on its way to recovery. I'm barely making it through the day myself with the shame of being unable to help others. I'm trying to work out how much I actually need to donate. $10,000 seems like a nice round number. You know what? This might be the old leave come back routine or hit the number. I don't know which. But I'm willing to try. Last time I just threw, 19,000 at him and called it a day, but that worked, but... Ah! Okay, so about 12,000 and some change. There we go. Yeah, it's incredibly useful. Point in fact, is the only reason I popped by. If I remember right, there is a puzzle spot I found while I was goofing off. Try to tell my west from my east. The only clue I had was, the only thing they were talking about was the Giant's Cradle. So that went incredibly poorly for me. I can't even get into the Giant's Cradle just yet. Oh no, balloons. Oh, while I'm at it. Should pull analysis of at least one, yeah? Oh, they actually dropped Dark Bike? Lucky cards. I'll be damned. Those are something of a rare drop the last time around. Not very, but I mean, if it was attached to steel, it may as well have been rare. No traps detected? I'm willing to gamble on that. I'm gonna do a quick lap. I'll be damned. Puzzle, no doubt. Okay, well, I'm willing to take a look at it. But Trashkin, in all seriousness, a little footwork. Puzzle line with same color blocks. Okay. It's a little different every time. Like back in 3 and 2, but... Oh, the hell am I doing? That's where the prize shows up. I'm not sure I'm under caffeinated this morning. I may very well be. Let me remedy that. Oh, that's a lot of block. Can't make that happen. Can't really do anything drop-wise here. Yeah, restore, please. I can't do anything about that. Oh, I obviously can't move that. Lock myself out again. I do have this convenient green block here. Oh, but I can't do anything about yellow there, can I? I do like having the retry right on the controller. Hey! Well, granted, I'm all out of green, but hey. Most of the way ain't bad. That takes care of itself. That's one I might look up later. For the sake of expediency, we're just gonna put this one live for a beat. We might have a big old puzzle off later. I have no idea what's here, what's worthwhile. Only that I'm a little under-caffeinated for it. Just goes to show you, take a walk. You never know what you're gonna find. Pay attention, Trashkin. There's goodies all about. Oh, I'll be damned. There really are goodies all about. Can't help myself, Trashkin. If there's loot to be gained, I'm going to try to gain it. Well, I don't think there's much more to be had around here. Well, shows you what I know. No, I think this little alcove's going to come into play later. I don't have any obvious way there from here, do I? Well, I suppose. I know there's a few goodies in the ocean. One of them's not too far off from Adelheid and the Abbey. Oh, you're new. I didn't encounter a single one of you. Thanks, I hate it. Mad Angler. All right. Lightning them. Show me alignment and vulnerability. Yeah, that's it. Came prepared this time, game. Oh, hell's bells. The zone spells are a pain in the butt. They lower your resistance to one and raise the effectiveness of another. Plus, there's a few that like to spam Maelstrom. That's more like it. If you can two-turn an enemy, you're in good shape. If you got a free turn it, you're in rough waters. Ah! So, of all things to find floating in the ocean, there's a bubble on the waves. There appears to be something inside. May the sword in hand cleave evil. May it bring doom to those that harm life. If you seek a sword that serves, or that severs uncertainty and brings justice to evil, then shout my name in the heat of battle. I am the guardian of the sword. My name is Equitus. All manner of fiends shall fall before me. I don't know why I read that as Tyrael from good old Diablo 3, but I did. Oh. Apparently that's just a little too shallow for our draft. Fish. Oh. I remember there being a puzzle here. That's it. Where the hell am I? Oh, that's the other pain in the butt. You can't check the map in the ship. So you got some downsides? You got some upsides? Just know that, Trashkin, with all my black, bitter gamer raccoon heart, I do not like the inner sea, and I probably never will. I like the idea. I like it as a land feature. I don't like traveling the water in these games. Okay, so this is a drop tower. Blue will start it off. We're gonna start it off for us. Yellow, and pay attention to what goes wrong. Ah, wasn't close enough. I've done this one before, so don't hand me any credit on this one, Trashkin. All right. 3 will work just fine, so we'll slide that up 1. We'll drag this one in 1. Yellow didn't have any problems since 3 in a row is just fine. There we go. Well, hell's bells, Trashkin? Okay. Same puzzle, green goes on the other side. Red's fine right up there. Yellow goes center-ish. That should solve the problem, I hope. Because if not, I haven't been paying attention. There we go. Yeah. Okay. That's more like it. I do enjoy this a little more than the puzzle void from the last one. Like, the puzzle void wasn't bad, just I like this mysterious town slash rune slash castle we're floating above. No, it doesn't count as an island floating in the sky. We don't. This is Puzzle Universe. Puzzle Universes don't count. This time, at least. If it becomes a recurring theme, I'll think about it. In other games than this, I need a consensus before I can add it to the count. But there are a small boatload of, what's the word I'm looking for? Parts. Uh-oh. I'm so glad I took lightning. Lightning solves most of these problems. Might seem expensive, but I promise you a boosted shell is worth the effort here. That one there at the end with the long neck, that Plesiosaur wannabe with mixed with a they give it trilobite armor? It's actually kind of cool. But that one in particular is butt because they like to spam Maelstrom and just lop off a few hundred HP at a go. It's only like 1 to 2, but that at this point, 2 rounds of that and you're in trouble. If you think that's bad design, Trashkin, look, I've seen a couple of games with bad design mentioned that like really put this one to shame. Or excuse me, put that to shame. I was kicking around and kind of out of videos at the time. Okay, no one's out of videos on YouTube, but Punchy got around to doing Ancient Romon, Power of Darkside, which is you thought you've seen bad RPGs before. Trashkin, I got news for you. You ain't seen near what you thought you have. This game is such a trip. Not story-wise, just mechanical lack of follow-through. Well, mechanics and lack of follow. Yeah, 100 and some changes is still pretty freaking bad at this point. I think I had the numbers higher in my head because I'm still salty. Oh, there we go. Oh god, they put... Ugh. Why would you put the curatives up top? Okay, fine, I'll be manually organizing this BS later. Stop. No Speed Fang. That'll miss. That is the only thing vulnerable to Earth magic at sea. That burb. But yeah, the worst of dealing with long neck here is they like to go back to back to back like this. It's kind of butt. So you can go from fine to in dire straits pretty fast. Love you, guard. I'll drop a crush. Hey, come to think of it, I might be able to scare up some crest graphs. I may have to pull the map to get to them. Still gonna make a lap. Yeah, this is gonna absolutely bomb our Vite. Well, fortunately, I left enough of an operating budget for instays. Yep, no luck there. Ooh, but there's stuff here. Well, more precisely, there's no way to get there. Uh-oh. I've had encounters on most of these. What the hell is that? I don't like it. Get crushed, fragile it. If this goes very bad, I may have to reload, but... Oh, this is doable. Zero? Come on, throw me a bone, game. Shield up. I don't know, it's kind of got a... Kind of got a llama meets displacer beast thing going on. Woo! I just panic and immediately meg dumped, which to be fair, yeah, I didn't know if that was going to be a good stratagem or not. Just that I wanted it gone now. I don't wish they'd show me the level in character. You know what? I can actually check on that. Alright, so speed things at 3. Strike buddies at 2. Burst break at 1, respectively. Alright, let's combine it with Accelerator, and see if we can't crank that to level 2 here. I'll at least get it closer to. Oh, let's analyze this monstrosity. This might be a rarity, come to think of it. Unlikely, but... well, at least we know where to find it. Remember, Trashkin, no matter what, if you burn the last of your encounter gauge, you're probably going to be worse off for it. Alright then. There we are. Free gear. Another? Well, I'll take the opportunity to scan. Remnant. Oh, while we're on it. Strange little beasts. No eyes. Anything cool? Blocker and blocker 2. Hey, good to know. Weak to light. Odd considering they don't have eyes. Bums Rush, since the old sword and gun combo will do just fine. I'm tempted to just sit there and pull another one of those long necks, but... well, Trashkin, even my patience only extends so far. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, that's an easy... that's an easy layup. Which reminds me, I should analyze more of the sea monsters so I never have to set foot in the ocean again. Revive fruits, you say? Resist water, weak to ice. Hey! Good to know. Alright. Lightning this fool. Do a little high voltage calamari. Alright, we're gonna stick for a turn and try to prop up what little bite I have left. That's fine. Like, I am definitely starting to have troubles with magic defense. I dare say, next free Crestcraft I get, I'm probably gonna want to draft myself a copy of Boost Magic. Or boost magical defense, because damn. You know, the criticals never get old to me. You know, I remember in Breath of Fire 2, Tiny Ras desperately trying to learn what the percentage of criticals were and keeping careful track of how often they procced versus normal. I was trying to get the math to math. Doesn't mean I was any good at it. All right, well, this blows, but it could be worse. Ambushes are a lot less bad because I don't have to survive free turns. All right, you've got the bird. We'll worry about getting the bird later. I'll make sure to pull a scan. I better get my nectar back. Those are actually a pain in the butt to get hold of. Water break 2 and 3 respectively. And Gela cards. We'll go heal. Pretty sure I'll survive this. Unless Rudy drops the damn hammer on it. At least we got the nectar back. Oh, I think before this game's over, I'm going to be stuck there with the big old checklist trying to make sense of what I have and haven't done yet. Is this the end? Oh, that's the arm shop. I keep confusing those. Lodging, please. Fire charging's fine. Look, it's got a ceiling, 4 walls, a working door. Fine enough sheets, and it's out of the wind. Like, what more do I need? What more I need is nice, but it ain't exactly necessary. They gave us the means to head to Rosita Town, but I have no rightly idea where it is. Oh, it's across the mountains there. I don't remember the fights were rough around here. You know what? I'm gonna go like a wild guess and ice damage. Yeah, I didn't do that. Well, let's try freeze anyway. Well, it'd be nice to work with a complete set of damage spells, but lucky guess. Remember, Trashian, before you do anything after you've been poisoned, burn an antidote. For your sake and mine. Oh, Gray's puzzle. Okay, I get it. I'm like, what the hell is that gray shtick there? Trashkin, take my word for it. Ah, dang. Well, at least we get to ambush them. Mega Apple. Huh. Analyze. Well, I didn't even get the chance, but I know they exist now. For those of you that absolutely have to pad your stats. Who the hell sets up a town in the middle of the dunes? There we are. Don't hang out in the dunes, incidentally. There's cockatrices out there and they hit hard. Well. I suppose what I do always. Nothing? Welcome to Rosetta. You'll be surprised to find how much this town has progressed. Aura. This is because all the townspeople cooperated in construction efforts. I remember the mayor around here being the kind of person I would have drop-kicked. More specifically, his children. Hello. How you doing? The mayor is really smart. He united the townspeople by having us all bully the Ellie. Some people feel sorry for the Elu, but the pain of one person is lesser than creating a town-wide bond. Well, I feel a lot less bad about raiding your stocks for now. The Elu lives in a small shack and grows flowers by herself. I don't like the idea of appealing to people emotionally using such a cheap trick, growing flowers. Besides, her smiling face irritates me. Do you hear yourself? Finding a common enemy is an easy trick for uniting people. Okay, you just said you don't like easy tricks. Make up your mind, lady. I don't know if it's a deep bond, but it's the most effective thing for gathering minds together. You're not wrong, but you're literally picking on a lone member of the community and saying it's a good thing? Like... Special Armeister for 20 years. Let me show you my skills. Finishing Port Town. The mayor had the foresight to encourage local business. However, misfortune has befallen him recently and now he's bedridden. There's a whirlpool located to the southwest of Rosetta. Rumor has it that a giant sea dragon dwells at the bottom of it. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's certainly exciting to think about. Hello, girl. Does not have a family? She must be lonely in such a place living by herself. Tokanaku must be one of the few decent ones. If she had a family, the townspeople would not do such bad things to her. Well, I'm here. I'm not doing much of anything, so we're gonna solve this problem. What's up, Burp? Good day, Wanderers. Would you like to save memory? Yes, I would, dear friend Memory Bird. Ooh, what I want. I have no idea if there's anything attached to the Witch series, but I enjoyed reading the last one, so... Thought the Elu, whom everybody hates, looked like a scary monster, but the girl who was walking around the mayor's place was such a cute kid. I don't think she's a bad girl at all. I'm not making fun of my mother, but could the Elu really be a bad girl? In this town, some people even blame the Elu for the red color of the memory bird. Yeah. Isn't it absurd? Yeah, you know how it goes. Like, when some folks call you everything but a child of God, they kind of already gave the game away, right? The mayor's disease can't be cured, even by the sister's magic. Is it an ordinary sickness? Or is the Elu cursing him? Champ, you just tell me they blame this girl for the color of memory birds in this town. I think you know. Nothing. Hello. Salon de Ostrel, a social place for adults that flourishes at night and is closed during the days. Boy, I've heard the Guardian Blade. Borjas. That's a legendary sword that can slash through the world and shake the sky. I hear tell if you're at full life bar, it'll also throw magical copies of itself at your enemies. Lately, there have been all these rumors about it in this location. I want to go look for it too. Good for you. Har har, Master Bartender. Keep that expensive sake on ice for me. I'm gonna have that next one. Huh? Hey, don't tell me when I've had enough. I don't know if I'm gonna be alive tomorrow, so I live for today. Apparently for the relic hunter varieties of drifters, dreamers, and what have you, there's a little bit of performative masculinity. When I find that magical sword, the first thing I'll do is start my own private harem. Not like your style, buddy. So I'll even let you visit it sometime. Oh, okay, good. He didn't know Cecilia is in fact femme. Excuse me. Well, I don't seem to be able to speak to him. Just strange. Ah, there we go. Ted. Most of the time people assume that people who get bullied have faults instead of the bullies. But often the people who are bullied aren't defending themselves very well. So I'd rather be on the side of the bullies. Well, that's one bartender I don't like. Some people encourage self-sufficiency, but that's just because they don't want to deal with using Gela. And that's great, to each his own and all that, but that's so annoying for traders like me. Well, you know, as it turns out, there used to be this great concept under feudalism. And look, there aren't a lot of great concepts under feudalism. Of common lands. Lands that were just available for usage by whomsoever needed to make use of them, like, you know, for wood, you know, the little necessities of life. Not hunting, but wood. And farming and such and so on. And the thing of it is, peasants weren't defined by being poor, Trashkin. Peasants were defined as having to do for themselves, having to provide their own food. In other words, in a very real way, the Lord in his manor or ancestral home needed the peasants. The peasants didn't need the Lord. So when capitalism came in, you... I have no idea how to get there. Ah, if you want to be liked by the mayor, don't get close to the Elu. They're different from us. We don't know what they're thinking behind those cute faces and fuzzy ears. Ted, stick to pouring drinks. Oh, which reminds me. What does a stay around here cost? Oh, 340? Going rate? Okay, no problem. It's me. So we were at 2 for Jack. Uses of acute. Okay, so 4 uses will get you to level 2. That's not bad. 32 will get you to 3 on most. But that does vary from skill to skill. Burst Breaker's got a higher rate than 1. Speed Fang's got 75, so I got some serious training to do on that. Oh, of course Jack's looks bad. What if the bad luck zone made a return? I almost hope not. Not because I don't mind going diving after swords and such, but that took forever. Oh, hey, that's a merchant. Have I talked with you? Udo. This is a service for new customers. I'll give you some basic information. Monsters you meet in the dungeon don't yield much Gela or experience, but some of them have rare treasures. When you are short on Gela, you should go hunting for items in battle. Or start dropping baddies with elemental weaknesses and pulling gems. Hey, come to think of it. Few gems go for it. 10 apiece, but they stack to 99, so. Here, let Mr. Udo tell you a little about the world. Oh. Monsters in the sea have more experience points than the ones in the dungeons. At sea, the rule for sailors and monster is act like you have a lot of experience. Fake it till you make it. I'm pretty sure that's just an exit. Well, let's raid this zone next. Normally, I feel bad about lifting supplies in some vague way and justify it as for the greater good. In this case, I'm just depriving a bunch of jerks of nice things. Hey. Fight of the Great War. Elu forged the magic sword to tip the balance. The sword was called the Guardian Blade. It burned with the fire of life and was said to be forged out of living metal. Soon after the sword was completed, the demons were defeated. There are no official records left, but it is not hard to conclude that the sword was an important factor. The sword that guards and protects, the blade that becomes legend, and is still rumored to be in Filgia today. Hello, ma'am. Democracy is a great idea. Everyone's input is reflected in the governance of a town. A monarchy works if the king is smart, but falls apart otherwise. Yes and no. I heard that the Elu has her little girl appearance. Has had her little girl appearance since the old days. It's very spooky. I have told the town's kids not to get too close to her, but kids are naturally inquisitive, so they don't listen to me. Do not judge people by their looks. Clever devils deceive others by wearing the masks of angels. Not bad advice. You seem to have a little more going on upstairs than most people here, but... Hey, jerk. But Shara, I just assumed they were going to be a jerk about it. North of the inland sea and along the shores near Arctica, you'll find the Giant's Cradle. But the door is kept solidly locked and keeps out trespassers. If you don't believe me, go and check. That big door with its mysterious inscription will never open. When I was your age, I was a very popular wanderer in Rosetta. I was really disappointed because we couldn't open Giant's Cradle. North Rosetta, Okay, game. That was all this attack hammer to the forehead. Hey, it's the jerks. Yellow those powerful curses. Our dad became very sick because of the Elu, so my brother and I will punish the evil Elu back. Do you hear yourself? Our dad's curse got afflicted by the Elu's curse and got sick. Her dad was afflicted by the Elu's curse and got sick. The townspeople are afraid that they will get the same disease. Our dad's been sick in bed because Elu curse. I'm really worried about him. If he can't work, he won't get paid, and then we will become homeless. Oh, what's that there? What kind of statue is this? It looks expensive, but also creepy, like it's watching the home room. Maybe don't pick up cursed statues. Our dad is deeply admired by everybody in the town as mayor. The Elu worm is putting a curse on a very important person. Such a ridiculous thing should not be allowed. Elu's cursing our dad, even though there's no reason. When the mayor is sick in bed, the government does not function. That the mayor being sick in bed means the government does not function. Tells me your father did a very poor job of setting up the government in the first place. One person being incapacitated should not bring a municipality to its knees. In order to stop these problems, we should deal a crushing blow to the Elu. Do you understand how magic works? Like, at all? At all. Hey, Kato. I heard that Calamity Jane, the famous treasure hunter, has been seen in Rosetta. Why did she come to this town? What is she looking for? I'm really curious. We cats love rumors and gossips. Yeah, a Persian would. He who laughs at Gilla cries for it. The title that caught your eye. Let's see what terrible advice that is. Gilla's been around for a long time and is the only currency used throughout the world. Gilla coins are made of silver. Hey! Okay, that makes some more sense to me now. I believe that silver removes curses and its shine warns off demons. Silver is also the symbol of purification, but how ironic, the true curse is people's desire to obtain more silver. Its shine serves only to attract, not repel. Beware of its lustrous shine. Do not allow yourself to be ensnared in evil dreams of amassing Gela. Solid advice for a leader. The tombstone, crow, and sealed pillar. Where free big crows gather, big trouble is lying in wait. A cursed melody will awaken it. Challenge will visit the man who plays the tune while facing the ominous stone. Will you overcome the hardship, or will you yield to it and go to your death? Well, this is a video game, so obviously I will run that gambit as many times as it takes. Or is securely locked. Well, I see it's still a ridiculously large mansion. How you doing? Big Buck. What shall I make for dinner? I got some fresh fish, so maybe I can make cooked fish and herb sauce. The mayor needs something nutritious, so I think I'll make him some hearty soup from the head and bones. Oh, are you okay, miss? You seem so wistful. No, that's... Cecilia's a growing girl and you just made her hungry. You know, doing up seafood right around this neck of the woods, or basically anything ocean-based in Wisconsin, you're on your own. Find the local fishmonger and hope for the best. That might involve a drive where I am. This odd little girl who liked old sayings used to always come by the kitchen to play and chat with me. She hasn't been by for a little while, though. Maybe she's napping in the cave on the edge of town. I hope she's okay. The mayor is a wonderful person. He gave me such a nice kitchen. He lets me buy food to cook. No chef would ever complain. That's just how being a chef works. Although the kitchen's nice, I'll give you that. Wow, that's a hell of a sitting room. Spring for the stone furnace, or stone place and everything. All right, how are you gonna annoy me? A disease was caused by the elder who lives in the woods to the southeast. Hold on. You honestly believe this? Wanderer boy, will you go to the Elu and end its curse? Absolutely not. My disease cannot be cured. I've tried taking expensive medicine. Use the magic spells of a sister. Absolutely not. Ugh. Just ugh. This horse's patoot. Well, I suppose we're gonna run a little over. I'm pretty sure that's just an exit, but for the sake of completeness. That's not a place for a pair of crows. Oh. 1, 2, and free. Well, Trashian, we know where to find a secret now. Kinda obvious. Mostly because no other town has a cemetery I know of. Which is weird because the original had a cemetery back in Adelaide. Alright, remember. Be ready on that canceling counter button. Un momento, Trashian. Okay, Trashian, so I done goofed. Muted my mic because the Trash Puppo Deluxe was baying. And then I just completely blanked out the fact that I muted the mic. Read through the entire instance with our favorite Elu, and then realized I'd muted myself and needed to run it again. This is the problem with doing stuff early in the morning, Trashian. There is simply not enough caffeine. I'll do my level damnedest to give you a good read. This is a beautiful flower. It's small and subtle, and yet it's also full of life and powerful. I've only seen a flower this wonderful in books at the Abbey. I never thought there were still places in Filgia that could grow such a... Oh, hold on, that's Handpen. I never thought there were still places in Filgia that could grow such a flower. Hi, Mario! Sorry to disturb you, but I just had to admire this unusual flower. This is indeed a beautiful flower. Did you plant this? Do you like flowers? Of course, I love flowers. This is my first time seeing such a blossom. I'm never sure how to handle this type of girl. Did I do something wrong? Jack, you're boisterous and insensitive. Of course you did something wrong. Do you like to be ground up as fertilizer? Because that would surely be a step towards revitalizing Filgia. I greatly appreciate your love for the flower, but I must advise you to leave immediately. I do not believe you should be talking to a girl like me. I'm not like you. I am... You're an Elu, right? I've seen one like you before in the ruins. Yes, although what we saw was the hologram of an Elu. Are you not afraid of the Elu, then? The more we travel, the more we encounter different types of beings. We've seen funny ones, irritating ones, weird ones, strong fighters, and pathological liars. We've seen a little bit of everything. So seeing an Elu who is a gardener would not surprise us one bit. Besides, we have encountered unique characters before. Right. You're downright benign compared to the monsters and demons we've seen. One question. I learned at the Abbey that the Elu were banished after the Great War 1,000 years ago? Seeing you here makes me wonder if there are more Elu in Filgia. No, I'm the only one. I'm the only Elu left in Filgia. You're the only one? How come? I'm here to help rebuild the sacred planet. I found myself compelled to stay after everyone else left. Hey, where did you come from? We found that toy first. You can't have it. Yeah, that's our property. Take it or we'll sue you. People aren't property. If you think otherwise. They look alike and think alike. Think they're evil twins? Most definitely. Hit the nail on the head first shot. She's not human. She's an Elu. If you touch her, you'll get a disease. Who do you think you are? Rudy, ever-loving Rough Knight. That's who. Jack, they're just kids, Jack. So you're a tough guy. What are you gonna do? Well, I don't have a clip ready to the last game, but I can assure you your job will never be the same. Listen, tough guys, our dad is the mayor of Rosetta. Yeah, put one finger on us and we'll sue you for child abuse. Is that even a concept in this era? Just saying, the Wild West was not kind to folk, not yet at the age of majority, and child labor laws were a distant gleam in the sky. You guys all deserve to be cursed anyway. You guys need to be taught some manners. Says the pair of brats. This is the next generation. Jack has lost a little bit of hope for the future. Why did you stick up for me? My name is Mario, and I don't know. I'm just lonely. Still my favorite Elu. Thank you for scaring off those kids. They've been ravaging my flowers. You sure love your flowers. I would be happy if I could grow flowers as beautiful as yours. there is more. There is more than just being beautiful. There is more to it. It's okay, Mario. Take it easy. I'm sorry. I believe a flower which can grow from a wasteland is as strong as it is beautiful. I'm weak. That's why I always yearn for strength. Be careful with that. My brother was a blacksmith. This is a broken piece of the sword my brother crafted. The only thing he left for me. This broken sword represents my brother's mistake. I want to become strong so that I can make amends for his mistake. You're growing a flower in this wasteland? Only a strong person could accomplish that, right? But I'm not strong. Those kids we just saw, their father is afflicted with a serious illness. I was not able to tell anyone about the herb which can cure his illness. If only I were strong enough to tell someone. But you just did, Mario. The herb known as Arnesia, which is found in the southern woods, can certainly cure his illness. But I never thought they would accept anything from me. Why don't we go with you tomorrow to pick the Arnesia? Right. Let's all go pick the Arnesia. We need to make sure that the people in town know that Mario is not alone. You're not alone anymore, Mario. All of us are with you. This is our bean and we'll defend it to the hilt. Thank you. You know, this version of Mario reads a little bit on the spectrum. Although their tism is clearly of the agricultural and herbal variety, which I'm for. They left us with a mound in the southern woods. Some of the unique herbs still grow there in small quantities. Would you please accompany me there? Happily. Now, there's no save bird to be had here. Actually, there is one goodie, though. Floral Arts. Actually, I'm not even going to make fun of that. That's probably the equivalent of Green Thumb. It's not status. It's not equip. Skill. Floral Arts. The effectiveness of berries is doubled. Yeah, it's the equivalent of Green Thumb. So, Trashkin, that's going to do it because we ran a wee bit over, and I promise you, there's a very good chance we're going to hand Seth, what's his face, their just desserts very soon. But I'm going to enjoy it. But that's for next time, Trashkin. It's going to be a wee bit of a high note to hit early, but sometimes it breaks like that. So, I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed your time here, hey, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed and feel like helping us out, well, likes, dislikes, hypes, and shares help us out tremendously. They're always appreciated. My personal favorite, of course, is comments, because you provide me with feedback. You can tell me about what you liked, what you didn't, what you were meh about, what stands out to you, what you're enjoying about the game, what you were up to while you're watching, anything you care to. It's just nice to know somebody's interacting with the video, and actually while they're watching, it does wonders for my imposter syndrome. We've got plenty more Let's Plays to keep you amused if you've got the time, but if you have to depart us now, well, go ahead and help yourself to a drink and a snack for the road. Fold up that camping chair. Don't worry about the trash fire. We've got that. Count your spoons, hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourselves as best you can. Tell the people you love you give a good damn. Go play some games. Good night. And I'll see you all in the next one.